Hi, I'm Diana Falzone for FoxNews.com. I'm sure you love your dog, but you might feel a little bitter after a trip to the vet leaves your wallet a couple $100s lighter. Pet expert Charlotte Reed is here to share some pet health investments you can make now to avoid expensive vet bills down the line. And she brought her dog, Ty. Welcome, Charlotte. Welcome, Ty.
Thanks so much for having us.
You can tell he is jazzed to be here.
He's very jazzed to be here. He loves Fox. He's a Fox watcher.
I like that. You're a foxy puppy. So we have a lot going on here, but let's first go to the seat that Ty is in, the Pup Saver. So what exactly does the Pup Saver do? Well,
you have to think of the Pup Saver as a safety object. It's a car seat, and it will help you, prevent you from being distracted when you're driving, and also protect your pet if you're in an accident. So it's very important to have, and also if you're going to spend the $119, which this costs, you want it to be crash protected and crash tested, which it is.
Oh, and it's so scary because you see people all the time with their puppies with their heads flying out of the windows and they're
sitting on their laps.
Sitting on their laps, and that's extremely dangerous. So you're not only protecting the puppy, you're protecting yourself and other drivers.
Exactly, and then this will fold over if there is an accident, so that's really absolutely great.
That is really crucial. And now we're looking at these very cool leopard print stairs. And why are the stairs such a great investment for your pet?
Well, you know, stairs are a great investment because they don't cost a lot of money, $39 and a little bit more depending on what you get. Now you have to think about your breeds like your Bassets and your Dachshunds who have bad back and spinal problems, or even your smaller dogs who jump off beds like your dog jumps off the couch.
He does.
And she could hurt her paw or break a leg. And if you have to go to the vet in those circumstances, surgery is going to cost you about $3,000 to $5,000 if it's multiple breaks. So it's a great idea to have steps. I kind of like a little fashion in there, so I like these little leopard print steps from PetFlies.
They're really cute. They're fashionable, so you can go and find different patterns so it works with your bedroom.
Absolutely. Where I live in Florida, Miami white is very hot.
I like that. White hot. And now we're also looking at chew toys because, as we know, puppies love to chew, and what you don't want to have happen is like the dog that I believe chewed through like 45 pairs of socks and then was at the vet and had to have surgery to remove them from its stomach. So what are some of the answers?
Well, one of the first answers is you want to have a great diet, good quality natural food. Natural food is a big trend right now, but you also want to do your R&D, your research and development. So for example, Evangers has never had a pet food recall. It's one of the only foods that has not had a pet food recall. So high quality diet on a regular schedule will keep your pet nourished. He'll have food and he won't want to necessarily go through the garbage can. And if the case is he does get into the garbage can, you want to prevent that, you want to have a locked garbage can. Very, very easy to buy. Any Bed Bath & Beyond or any store you can go get one. Very simple. So that way you'll curtail his activity. The next thing you want to have to do is you want to make sure he has appropriate chew toys. Now, the reason that Great Dane ate all those socks is because they smelled like the person. Most people think that the most chewed item in the house is what?
Shoes.
Exactly, and I would expect you to say that because you're a charming girl, a fashionable young lady. It really is the remote control. We have a Pet Project remote control. They make all the stylized, non-toxic, PBA-free toys, so it's always a great idea to rotate your toys. What I always find for humans is it's really eye-catching. If you have the meat-style toys, we have a fish and a steak. I love steak, so do the dogs, of course, as well as chicken. But you also have that play remote control toy. And these are fairly inexpensive. I mean, they're in the teens plus, and they definitely attract your eye. So it's always good to have appropriate chew toys, and you want to also rotate them.
Now, what are some other dangers that pet owners should be aware of?
Well, one thing that I always want people to definitely think about is having a stainless steel bowl because it's antibacterial, it's resistant, but also you have a skid-proof bowl. A lot of times we kick the water bowl and we spill water over the floor. So our senior pets, as seniors in our house, would benefit from a non-stick, non-skid bowl like this Loving Pets bowl. And that's fairly inexpensive. I mean, I think the small bowl starts at about $5.99. So these are things, like I said, if you're comparing the vet bill to a bowl that starts at $5.99 for the mini, why not invest in the bowl? Also, the other thing that you want to think about is flea and ticks.
Oh, especially with, every season they're a problem. People think it's only certain times of the year.
That's absolutely true, and also geography matters. So if you're traveling to the Midwest, like a state like Wisconsin, which has an enormous amount of flea and ticks, or you're down in Florida, where we have a lot of flea problems, you want to use your normal flea and tick medication. But if you're traveling, you want to talk to your vet, maybe you need a little extra protection.
Right.
Also, flea and ticks in your home are not only a hazard to your pet, but they're also a hazard to your health.
Right.
So I always recommend an all-natural spray. Now, this is like EpiPet spray. It's developed by a veterinarian. I not only use it to spray the dogs on a regular basis, it freshens them up, but I also spray around my house after the dogs come in. So that's the benefit of having an all-natural spray. And something like that is about $17 for a big bottle like that, and it'll last a bunch of months.
Right. So these are all really wise investments that you make to not only protect your puppy and your other pets, but also protect your family.
Absolutely. And the last thing I want to show, because I think this one is really important. Now, this is by Puppy Bumpers, and it looks like a pet travel pillow.
It does.
Now,
Looks very relaxed.
He does look relaxed wearing it, but really it was designed so that your puppy is quote unquote too fat to go through fencing. Dogs and cats love to explore, especially if you live in a home. And if your fencing is in disrepair, this will help them not go through the railing. But if you live in a gated community where you can't alter the community, you can't alter the fencing, this will also help protect your pet because he will be too fat. It's easy to wear, it's comfortable, and also it won't pop. And he can play in it, and he can eat in it, and he can walk around. So that's really nice. And actually, this is the Day Glow one.
Right.
So
it's
if your dog goes out at night.
wonderful accessory.
Exactly. Or if you live in an apartment with a terrace, it'll protect your pet. So, you know, and it's not expensive. It's like $24.99 and up. But think about it. If your dog fell off the terrace.
Oh my gosh, and we're also talking about the price tag of things, but it's the emotional price tag. And
exactly.
You love these pets like they're your family members, so you always want to protect them and make sure to do your due diligence and buy the right necessities that you need. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks so much for having us.
And Ty for stealing the show. Check out more from Charlotte at our website, charlottereed.com. Thanks for watching. I'm Diana Felsen.